Nathalie Nahai, author and web psychologist. Welcome to the Social Video Lab.
Thank you.
In a nutshell, what can advertisers learn from your book?
They can learn how to understand and target their audience in order to communicate persuasively and then sell with integrity the things that they're trying to sell.
That's good. So what is engaging content?
I think engaging content depends very much on what you're trying to achieve and who you're trying to target. So for instance, if you've got a big campaign and you're doing something quite universal, you might want to create some content that's going to be universally accepted and engaged with. So emotions such as being a mum for the Olympics, or such as avoiding particular kinds of loss, like if you're wanting to do something for insurance, things that all humans can relate to work well with a large audience. If you're wanting to target a very specific audience, like sort of adolescent males, 18 to 23, then something like the Lynx advert for premature perspiration can go down quite well. So it really depends on who you're trying to target and how you can make it compelling to them.
So what is it that motivates users to share social video content?
I think it kind of depends. We all want to have social validation. So we all want to be perceived to be valuable to our peers. There was a theory fairly recently that was that we'd end up creating homogenized groups on Facebook or other social platforms. So the idea is like attracts like, and if you're attracting other people who are similar to yourself and you're sharing similar content, that makes sense psychologically. What they actually found was that the content that tended to be shared the most within groups was that which was shared by people who are on the periphery of those groups, who are generating and injecting novel content. So you can imagine a situation where you've got your normal group of friends, and you've got a couple of sort of, I call them wildcards or outliers, who give you content that you think, oh, that's really cool, it's a bit risk-taking, I'm going to use that and share it out. And then you get the credibility tied in. So I think it's a combination between novel, exciting stuff that you can get the kudos for, and then the stuff that you know that you're going to be accepted and that your friends will share and like based on similar values.
Do you have a favourite social video ad?
Yeah, I do. I think it was last year that it came out. It was an ad that was run in the States for Allstate Insurance. And they created this character called Mayhem. And he was basically this guy, he was a bit wild, unhinged, kind of like a guy that you would not necessarily want to meet unless you particularly like crazy bad boys. And he personified mayhem. So he was like, I am the snowfall that's on your house that crashes through your roof and then ruins your car. And each one of these adverts was done like a series. So you'd see one advert where he'd be this person doing something like this, and then he'd fall onto the roof of something else. And it was kind of playing to the fear of, well, this could actually happen to me. And then also, I don't want to meet an unstable character. And it was quite humorously done. Yeah, I thought it was a really clever ad.
Okay. So what's the best value advertisers can extract from social video advertising?
I think the best value that advertisers can extract from social media advertising is advocacy and relationship building. We always talk about social media, or we try to talk about social media in terms of return on investment as if it's financial. Eventually, of course, it has to be financial. There has to be some reward at the end. But I think what some of the smaller companies who generate interesting content are finding is that they're using and integrating the content that their customers and audience are generating to create much more compelling campaigns. And some of the larger organizations are starting to take that on board now. So the Cadbury's ad with the gorilla where he's drumming, and then there was some guy sort of remixed it to a different tune, and then they awarded him a particular award, and they sort of did an anniversary edition. That gets advocacy because you're showing that you're being listened to and that people care about what you have to generate and say. So I think that's the best way to engage relationship, advocacy, and then long tail sales.
And now the rapid fire round.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a quick series of either or questions. So thinking on your feet, first gut reaction answers to Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
And TV or tablet?
Neither. Guitar.
Natalie, thank you very much.
Thank you.